Hey, this is David again. Today I want to tell you about Costa Rica. Back in March of this year, before the world really closed down into pandemic mode, I was lucky enough to take an adventure down to Costa Rica to film our Costa Rica Demystified course. Costa Rica is one of the most stunning and biodiverse countries in the world. In just roughly 20,000 square miles of landmass, compared to Mexico's 760,000 square miles or the United States' 3.8 million square miles, Costa Rica is packed with rich and diverse natural habitats. From waterfalls to volcanoes, to mountains, to cloud forests, to beaches both on the Caribbean and the Pacific coast, there is so much to do in Costa Rica, it's unbelievable. Our Costa Rica Demystified course has everything you need to know to have a fantastic trip in Costa Rica. And best of all, it breaks down all of the regions of Costa Rica by what each region has to offer, what you can do, and how to get there. Here's a sneak peek of this lesson so you can see what I'm talking about.
Its proximity to San Jose makes visiting central Costa Rica a good idea if you're only in country for a short amount of time. The most popular beach towns along the Central Pacific coast are Jaco, Manuel Antonio, and Uvita. Driving from San Jose, it will take you about an hour and a half to get to Jaco, about 3 hours to get to Manuel Antonio, and about 3.5 hours to get to Uvita. If you're traveling via public transportation, add about a half hour to those travel times. The beach towns along the Central Pacific coast are easy to navigate, and you'll have a wide variety of food, accommodations, and activities to choose from. Large numbers of tourists visit these towns along the coast, so you'll almost always deal with crowds. But the farther south you go, the less crowded the beaches become. So, towns like Dominical and Uvita are much less crowded than Jaco and Manuel Antonio. These two towns are still very easy for foreigners to navigate. However, there are less options when it comes to accommodations and restaurants. If you're looking to escape the crowds and have access to a rental car, this region is a great place to road trip to less frequented beaches. You can easily drive to beaches such as Esterillos, Bejuco, or Matapalo for a day in order to escape the crowds. All of these beaches are beautiful, and you'll find that you are probably just a handful of people that will be visiting the beach on any given day. Let me remind you that the names of these beaches will be summarized in the PDF and interactive map that you can find below. So, don't worry about memorizing all of this information. Just remember that the Central Pacific coast is home to beautiful beaches which may be crowded at times. Regardless of what beach you choose, you'll be met with great food, great people, and life-changing experiences. The Central Pacific coast is also home to world-class surfing. Playa Hermosa, just south of Jaco, is the center of surfing culture along the Central Pacific coast and continually hosts international surfing competitions. If you're an experienced surfer, Playa Hermosa is for you. If you're a beginner, consider beaches such as Jaco or Manuel Antonio, as currents are typically more calm. Visiting this region isn't all about relaxing on the beach. It's also about experiencing unique wildlife. Manuel Antonio National Park is home to a wide variety of wildlife, and it's almost impossible to visit without seeing monkeys. The entire Central Pacific coast is home to wildlife such as scarlet macaws, toucans, hummingbirds, crocodiles, iguanas, capuchin monkeys, and even sloths. Rain is a daily occurrence both on the beach and inland during the rainy season, which lasts from May to mid-November. During the rainy season, it's hot, sunny, and humid in the mornings, and typically mid-afternoon, you'll be met with a rainstorm. This could last for just an hour or two, or throughout the entire day. But this allows you to plan your day well because it's almost always sunny in the mornings. During the dry season, rainstorms are still possible, however, they're much less frequent. As you head inland from the Central Pacific coast, you'll begin to climb upwards into lush tropical jungle. There are several waterfalls located along the Pacific coast, which make a great option for a day trip. Nauyaca Waterfalls, without a doubt, the most impressive waterfall in the region. You can also find waterfalls around Jaco and Uvita. So, to summarize all of this, come to the Central Pacific coast if you want to experience beautiful beaches, wildlife, and waterfalls nestled next to tropical forests. If you're new to traveling and you don't want to go too far off the beaten path, this is a great destination for you to visit. And even if you're an experienced traveler, it's still possible to go far off the beaten path in this region.
If you do want to check out more of this course, you could check out this link. I'll leave it in the description below. And as always, leave a comment, a like with any thoughts or ideas that you have, and subscribe if you haven't already, because we're going to keep giving you more content. Thanks for watching. Bye.